I'll be with you in a minute. I'm preoccupied. Epic Card Sunday. Free golems? Free golems? I've been fucking making videos for like since I've been like 8 years old, and for some reason, I still feel like awkward on camera. I don't really know what to say. Um, so I'm just gonna play Clash, and bro, this guy's getting fucking cooked right now. Ah, bro, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to perform when I really want my videos to feel like a diary, feel more intimate. Um, but I don't know. I, God damn, bro. What the fuck? I don't know. I feel like I'm performing, and I don't want to perform. I want to be intimate. I want to be real. I want to be authentic. Um, but I don't know. I guess I just have like an insecurity that I'm not interesting enough, so that I need to perform um in order to make myself feel better or whatever. And don't get me wrong, performing can be fun. Um, I think a lot of time. I think lately we've been in this culture of performative authenticity, which doesn't even make sense. But I think authenticity has become like a commodity, and especially throughout social media and everything, it's like, oh, the performative male. It's like, oh, you're just being fake to please women or whatever, and and it's like you can't even read a book without being accused of being performative, or it's like if you just happen like tea has been a cultural staple for thousands of years, like since the beginning of humanity probably. um but all of a sudden, because dudes start liking matcha, which is literally just green tea with milk, um it's performative now, which doesn't make sense. And I think it's evident of a culture that is so obsessed with being yourself all the time, and it's like, what does that even mean, you know? Um I don't think you can be yourself all the time. I mean, we're most ourselves when we're by ourselves, which is why it's important to be alone sometimes, and be comfortable with your own thoughts and being comfortable with silence. Um, but when you're with other people, you can't be yourself all the time. Like, it's impossible. I mean, not even in a people pleaser way, not even in a um, low self esteem conformity way. Just by through basic courtesy and basic human interaction, if you want to be, a kind person, you have to be agreeable in some ways. Obviously you have to have your boundaries, you have to have your standards. Um, but sometimes you do have to appease people, for the sake of the greater community, sometimes for the sake of your own mental well-being, you know. For example, if somebody is very neurotic and very sensitive, you may not say everything that you would like to say, or you might have to consider how your approach may affect them more than you would have to consider your approach with, your best friends, people you're more comfortable with. And you could say like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna be me, do whatever I want, and blah blah blah, and all this. And it's like, yeah, that's great. You need that. I feel like that's missing for a lot of people. People don't have that, and they end up just being compliant and just following trends and doing things based on what they think people will enjoy, you know. Um, but on the other side of that, it's I feel like we take it to the other extreme where it's like we give too little of a fuck, you know. We care too little, and I don't know. I think that that's not good. I think we get to an area where it's like, okay, yeah, I don't care what you think about me, but I also don't care about you, which are two very different things. And I feel like if we go too far to that extreme, we just become apathetic. Um, and that's not good because when you're dealing with a sensitive person, when you're dealing with a neurotic person, I feel like it to be kind in that moment, you have to appease them. You know, you have to think about your approach. And I don't think that's being a people pleaser. I don't think that's being a conformist. I think that is just being courteous. You know, like all things in life, you know, everybody, we all know this. There's a balance to everything. You know, you can't be totally conformist and you can't be completely independent because we need people. Like it doesn't matter who you are, we are biologically predisposed to need others. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. You know, I think it's so beautiful that the only way we can survive, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, the only way we can survive is through the presence of others, through community, through cultivation of friendships and relationships. And I think the very fact that we need each other is a beautiful thing. And when we're influenced by this hyper individualist culture, especially within America and a lot of Western society, we are influenced by this idea that it's us versus everybody else. It's a it's a battle royale. You know, everybody's out to get that number one victory royale, but it's not really like that in real life. It's not. It's you know, you pick your team and you do what you can. You know, you you find a community and you build upon it. You know, and that's what more about what life is about. You know, it's not about the last man standing. It's not about being the best all the time. It's not about being the best at everything. It's about finding the right people and building upon that, you know, and building upon yourself. Um, but yeah, I kind of went on like this, um, I guess existential. I don't know the right word for it. It's not existential, but rant tangent. Um, when originally I was just playing fucking Clash. I won, by the way. I didn't 3-star, but I won. Um, I don't know. Right now I'm struggling to get in front of the camera, which is why I think I'm gonna start doing like maybe daily vlogs because I don't want it to be something where I'm performing all the time. I like performing. It's fun. It's rewarding a lot of the times because a lot of people enjoy the performance. I'm a pretty good performer, but with you, I want to be more intimate, more personal. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna perform sometimes for entertainment purposes to entertain you, um, but also because being intimate and being vulnerable is very tiring. It's exhausting. Being vulnerable can be exhausting, and there's gonna be days where I can't do that, and there's gonna be days where I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna, you know, put on a performance, and that's just how it goes, you know. and sometimes the performance will be good, sometimes it won't. But I'm regardless of what I do, I'm gonna continue to be present. I'm gonna continue to create. I'm gonna continue to share my story. You know, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm always gonna be here, and I really want to be good at this. I want to be good at sharing my life, sharing a part of me, sharing my perspectives, my thoughts. That's something that I want to give. That's the impact that I want to have on the world and the people around me. And that's how I plan on doing it, among other things, among a lot of other things.